everybody. So, a little update. It's been a long time. I've just been busy, and it is a work truck that I have this van for also, so I've been doing a lot of work with it lately, but so I haven't really done many mods to it, but got a little time here, Labor Day weekend, so I am doing some stuff that needed to be done to finish up the lower half of the insulation, and also I'm a little bit of an audiophile. I want to upgrade the sound system in here, and I decided I think the best and easiest and the most beneficial thing to do is add a subwoofer, because I don't really mind the sound quality of the stock setup, but I'm actually going to add a subwoofer. And in order to do that, I'm going to use the high level speaker outputs for the rear speakers in the passenger version here. So because I'm going to have stuff blocking this anyway, so I don't need to have speakers there. But so I'm going to take the subwoofer or the lower mid-range speaker output. I'll leave the tweeter actually, but I'm going to take the speaker lead and run it all the way to the back of the van on both sides. And I'm going to utilize actually the two 15 amp 12 volt cigarette lighter auxiliary outlets in the back of the van, and I'm going to put those together and run them to an amp which has a 25 amp fuse in it. And if I add those two 15 amp connections together, I'll have up to 30 amps of current available. So it'll be plenty for that amplifier, which is a 500 watt amplifier. That's really small. It's a really cool amp. Let me see if I got it here. Yeah, this guy is what I'm going to use. It's a Brazilian product, but it's 2 ohms. At 2 ohms is 500 watts, which I'm going to be running actually at first a 6 ohm subwoofer out of a Lexus factory subwoofer for now, and it's a 6 ohm, so this will go down to about 100 and something RMS. And I'm using the high level inputs, and the cool thing about this amp is it has an auto turn on feature, which so when it senses signal in the high level input, it turns the amp on. So I don't have to run a remote wire from the stereo or the actually have a remote turn on from an ignition switch setup. It automatically turns on. So using just a pre-existing wiring in the back of the van and extending the wires here to the back, I can just install a subwoofer back there and hopefully have pretty good sound from that. In order to do that, which actually I am replacing the speakers up here too, in the front, in the door, and the one right up here with a higher quality speakers, as well as the front doors. I've already done one door on the front, which I'll show you the difference in speakers. Well, actually, this is the speaker I put into the front door, which is a BMW factory speaker I took out of a BMW that I did work on, but it's a really high quality sub, huge magnet on it, but I was able to fit it in the door with some plywood spacers and everything, and the magnet here just barely fit into the door opening. I actually had to slot it to fit the connector, but I was able to get it in, so I have a game plan for that. And it's so much bigger than the factory speakers. And the same here in the doors. I'm going to be utilizing some speakers that I've just accumulated over the years and of working on cars. These are actually pretty nice Kicker, old school but Kicker impulse speakers. They're a split speaker that has a component, a tweeter and a woofer setup, but these probably can handle a lot of power, but at least I'll put them in. So I used the router at work and made these little aluminum pieces that I can then connect this to, and then connect or rivet that to the inside of the door panel, because actually the door speakers here, or the side speakers throughout the van in the back, are actually only attached to the panel, the look panel, the thing that makes them look nice that goes on here. It's actually the factory speakers riveted onto that panel. It's not actually bolted to the sheet metal. which I could do if I wanted to. I could actually put a piece in here and bolt it, but I'm just gonna go with the factory setup and just attach these, and it'll be fine. They're a little heavier than the factory speakers, but I think having it secured with rivets and everything, it'll be fine. I might use rib nuts, which are a threaded insert that you can put in, and then you can put a bolt, or bolt them in. But I think rivets might be the way to go in this situation. So that's the plan there. This is some of the insulation. I have denim insulation behind here, and then I have my Thinsulate or my Reflectix type product there, and sealed up as much as I can, and that's what I plan to do on these last two panels. The rest of the van is all done. You probably don't want to see any of this stuff because it's pretty boring. Every van lifer that lives in semi-cold climates is probably going to do this. But it probably helps in warm climates too, because it's just a heat barrier. Anyways, here we go. Not exactly sure how I'm gonna make those removable or foldable yet, but let me know how you think, what you think, and not how you think, but what you think, and leave a comment below, like, subscribe, anything helps. Talk to you guys later.